I frequently get asked. Oh, wait. That's right. Get the microphone, and then the cat knocks it off. That's your fault. No. I frequently get asked about my jersey collection and my hat collection. Most of my jerseys and hats come via lids. This jersey, for instance, I got on lids.ca. I got it for, I think, $40 because it's Dion Phaneuf. It's Phaneuf on the back. So, since Dion Phaneuf stuff was cheap at the time, I had no problem getting a Dion Phaneuf jersey, did I? Now, hats. Today, I purchased 4 of them. Now, I was mildly proud of myself today because I alphabetized my jerseys. I did that today. Not all of them fit, but we're in the process of redesigning the closet. But the fact that I alphabetized them so I know which teams are where, you gotta be proud of the small things. But my hat collection is one issue because you'll notice I'm wearing Buffalo and I'm wearing Toronto. This isn't right. It's not right. This is one of the more recent hats I've had. And it's because of the designs that have gone on sale. This apparently is a Reebok hat. I like this style a lot, so I got Winnipeg today, and I got Minnesota today. I ordered these off lids. I'm going to go into the price here. These were regular, I think, $34.99. I got them on the website for $18 each. That's $36. With my membership discount, I get an extra 20% off, so that's an extra about $10 off. And then I also had enough points to get another extra $10 off. Basically, I spent $15 for 2 hats. While I was in there, I've had my eyes on these 2 hats because I need a Chicago hat that's better than the one I've had. This is my Chicago hat that I've been using for, well, it's been a while. But, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I find this one to be an upgrade. I know it's not a massive difference, but I like the red brim. Like the black back on it, and of course I always get snapbacks. I do my best to avoid hats that are fitted because I find that my head doesn't fit any particular size very well. It's either too big or too small. I also got Pittsburgh today. This is to match the Pittsburgh James Neal jersey that I got. So what this does for me is it allows me to take the other Minnesota hat I have, which is down here somewhere. It's in sad shape, though. You guys will have to take my word for it for right now. At least, with me having cats, certain hats are cat hair attractors. And my Minnesota hat that's all black all around, yeah. That one just, it's like the Ottawa one I had. I don't even know where that one went. I had a black Ottawa one that it was basically the equivalent of a cat brush. And I don't know what it is. I'd clean it, throw it through the dryer, take it out. I'd use the brush on it, the actual cat hair brush that you're supposed to use. Look at it 10 minutes later, it was just coated. So what I'm trying to do is replace hats that I've had that I need to replace. Actually, this is the Minnesota one here. That's about as clean as she gets. So, another person's going to look at this and say, well, there's nothing wrong with it. No, technically there is nothing wrong with it, but it's not, I don't know, it's not a particularly remarkable hat. I don't remember where I got this. I don't know if I got this one at Lids. There's another sporting goods store in Chilliwack I used to get hats from all the time, and I'm not sure if I got it there. I might have, because they usually had hats where you buy one get one half price. Now I've got this many jerseys coming. 4 of them are through Full Moon Jerseys, which is on eBay. I've talked about them a lot. I'll push them again. From what I can see, there's one administrator. And if she is the one administrator and it's her name that shows up on the return address when I get packages, she does good work and she works hard and she's got a lot to keep track of. And the way it works is this, and I've told people this when it comes to me and my jersey collection. How did I get this Maple Leafs jersey? I got it because Dion Phaneuf got traded. Dion Phaneuf was a very unpopular Toronto Maple Leaf. Therefore, Getting a jersey with Dion Phaneuf on the back, not that hard to do. If you're willing to get a jersey that's out of date, I'm not talking about old or used. It's a brand new jersey. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're willing to get a jersey that's out of date, maybe it's got James Neal's name on the back of it, like the Pittsburgh one, you can get a really good deal on jerseys. We're going into the summer. It's off season. So, you know, everybody's a Stanley Cup champion right now, and Adidas is going to be pushing really hard with new jerseys. Adidas is going to try to convince you that Reebok jerseys are nice, but really the Adidas jerseys are much, much, much superior to what Reebok was doing. Much like when Reebok took over, when Pro Player took over, when Starter took over. They've all done the same thing. In the end, they're all wrong. CCM is the best jersey manufacturer, and I believe that. For my money, if I have two jerseys at the exact same amount, and one is a flashy new Reebok, and the other one is an old-fashioned CCM that doesn't have the NHL in the middle, I'm taking the CCM. There's a lot less branding, and for me, for my money, it's a classic. That's what I grew up with, kind of thing. Not as flashy. And Adidas, for the amount of money they've paid the NHL for this contract, it's going to be flashy, and there's going to be ads on jerseys at NHL games. Not for us fans and what we buy, but there's going to be jerseys with ads on them on the ice. It's going to happen. Adidas is paying way too much money not to do something dramatic here. They're not paying this money just to put their name on it instead of Reebok. So we'll see what happens. You know, the new jerseys show up at the draft, but I don't think they're going to go dramatic right up front. I think it's going to be more of a slow change. The other thing I don't like is that the new replica jerseys, because I get most of my jerseys are replicas, I may have one or two that, when I think about my Buffalo, the yellow Buffalo one, that might be the best crafted jersey I have. That might actually be an authentic. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. My point is I always get replicas, and now those jerseys will be called Fanatics jerseys starting next year, and I don't like that either. I don't like the idea that you know, you can already tell by looking at them side by side which jerseys are a replica and which one's the authentic. The idea that my jersey is going to be marked with a different name because it's not the real thing, and it just kind of ticks me off a little bit. And it's quibbling, you know, it's arguing over small details, but for me, this is a great time to be buying. Hats are going to be going on sale like crazy. They already are. You go to lids.ca, lids.com in the US, and if you're in the States, there are tons of hockey jerseys right now that are on sale. There are tons on lids.com that are on sale. You go into the clearance, you go into NHL, and then you just look at your size, make sure you're ordering the right size, or just tons. This is the fun time when companies change over. I remember when Starter went out, and I went out and I loaded up on Starter jerseys because I didn't care. I was like, okay, so the company's changing. That doesn't matter to me. Nobody's looking at the sleeve of my jersey going, oh, it's a Starter, or it's a piece of crap. Nobody did that. Nobody's going to do that. And nobody's going to look at these jerseys 2-3 years down the road and say, oh, it's a Reebok. Those things suck. The Adidas are so much better. It's a jersey. It really doesn't matter. It's all personal preference. So, you know, I've been asked about, you know, maybe you should do a video about your collection. I want to do it later this week. I may just take this computer, go into the closet over there, and go through the collection that way, because I thought about doing another countdown, and it's like, I can't. I have so many jerseys I like, and there's just so many right now. I can't imagine it. I'm kind of thinking about delaying it until the other jerseys arrive, but if I delay doing a video on my collection because I have a jersey coming, I will likely never do a video on my collection as it stands. So there's some entertainment to be had with why I have what I have, and there's a reason why I have the jerseys I do and why I don't have a lot of jerseys of certain teams, and even certain teams with hats, why I don't have certain teams in terms of hats, and why I only have one of one kind and maybe 3 of another. You know, and I'll get into that too, but I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about what I've done today and where I go, because I do get this question, and I know there's a lot of videos on my channel, so I just wanted to do just do kind of a refresher, just kind of a tie everything together. Right now I have two sources I use for jerseys. I have used Jersey Baron on eBay as well. Good. He's more pricey than Full Moon jerseys, but I've had no problem with the product I've ordered. I've ordered through twice. So, you know, it's all personal preference. And this is why, and I understand that people buy counterfeit jerseys because they're cheap. But regular jerseys are cheap too. It's a matter of knowing where to look and being patient and waiting for that sale. Looking at a jersey and going, I really want that. And when you're thinking, I could go over to a counterfeit site and get that for 30 bucks right now, instead saying, I'm going to have to wait about 6 months. 6 months time, that jersey could very well go on sale. I'm going to do a search on eBay. I'm going to do a search on Lids. I'm going to make sure that I watch, and I go to Lids every single day and check which jerseys are on sale. I go on to Full Moon jerseys every day and check which ones are on sale. And I wait. There's certain ones I'm waiting on. And until I see them in my size and in exactly what I'm looking for, I will continue to wait. Yes, I could go and I could buy a counterfeit, and it's possible if it's a good counterfeit, the only person who knows it's counterfeit is me. Nobody else will be able to tell. Until I get to a hockey game and people who are actual collectors would look and go, that's wrong. Stripes are wrong. Logo's wrong. Collectors can tell a lot of the time. Your casual fan usually can't. So I understand that, but for me, I can just wait the time. No judgment passed. I'm just saying, here's what you can do, here's where you can go. And it's a nicer way of telling people where to go than what I normally see online. I've seen a lot of people get told where to go and how to get there. I'm telling you guys in a nice way. Thank you very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And thank you for all your support and for helping this channel to continue to grow. And tomorrow I'm going to discuss, I think it's time to really get nose deep in the draft and start discussing who has the most potential to move up, move down, and who can really help their depth with what they've got right now in terms of draft picks. So thank you very much for watching. Talk to you again soon.